This activity is the theory and law word activity. So a lot of times I'm noticing that students are getting the law and theory mixed up, and so I just wanted to kind of think about a way to kind of help you remember the difference between the two. So what I've done is I've written out the word scientific law, and then I've separated it and I have theory. Okay, so I'm actually going to start, and when I'm using these letters to think of things that help me remember scientific law. Okay, so I'm going to do scientific for S. For C, a law is going to talk about specific conditions. Okay, so I'm going to, for the I, I'm going to do describe. It describes. For the E, I'm going to do expect. So it's expected to happen every time. For the N, I'm going to do experiment. For the T, a law is tested. For the I, I'm doing information. So a scientific law is going to give you information about science. F, a law is a fact. I am going to do specific. Let's do, okay, for the C, I'm going to do particular. Oh, I should have done that closer. Okay, for the L, I'm going to use the word law. All right, for A, I'm going to do natural. And for W, I'm going to do world. Okay, so a scientific law is something scientific. It talks about specific conditions. It describes something in science. It's expected to happen. It has been experimented on, which means it's been tested. It gives you information, facts. It's specific. It's particular. It's about a particular thing in science, a law in the natural world. Okay? All right, so for theory, a theory is tested. And for H, I'm going to do hypothesis, because most theories start with a hypothesis and then they're tested. Okay, so a theory is going to explain, so I'm going to put explanation, and it's going to explain observations in science. Also, it's going to be supported by results. And we're going to just use the word theory again for Y. So this was just a quick activity to try to get you to notice the difference between the two. So a theory is a tested hypothesis. It's going to explain observations and results, okay? So a scientific law is going to be specific. It's going to be fact-based. It's going to describe conditions in the natural world, all right? So I hope this helps you remember the difference between a law and a theory.